Yo, what's up? I'm just gonna be doing some fishing. I started late today because my dad he took me out to eat with my siblings, so I came home like probably 5 minutes ago. What's up? I should have started earlier, but he like I was debating whether to go out to eat or stream, and I was like I can just do both, you know? So I'm starting a little late, but I guess to make up for it, I could probably stream a little bit longer than 5. I don't know. But I'm just gonna be fishing. All right, let's start. Okay. You're fishing as well? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing really much to do during Marina anyways, so. But I need to finish this as soon as possible because fishing honestly doesn't ever get any better. So, I really wish that fishing wasn't like this. Like the progression. Like I only play Skyblock maybe a few hours a day and this is what I spend most of my time doing. It's just like, bruh. This guy's actually evil. Also, I need to, bro. Who finds the fishing spot and then just like finds a guy on the fishing spot and just takes it? I don't understand who does that. It's always simpler to fish with one person in these spots. Yo, what's up? I'm just fishing again. I probably won't be doing anything different, like, in terms of mare cycles, just because, I don't know. Like, it's just, progression's so simple when I just do it based off that. I think the only thing I'd really want to do, like, outside of, fishing is probably just dungeons, but, or dungeons or slayers, but the thing is I don't think I'm ready for E-Man yet, so, I don't know. But I like doing both of those. Probably my two favorite things. Or like actual fishing, not like this shit. Like I don't. Bruh. How did you already get that? How did you... Wait, how did you already get that point milestone? Yo, I'm racing that shit, bro. Okay, let me put it on right now. Wait, my island's actually some poop. Bro, I have to spend some time building this thing now. You see my island? This is my island, bro. This is dead ass my island. I built this thing because gas kept escaping and flying towards me. And then, like, I have these as the main collection ones. Thing is, I don't think minions are really that important after you get all the collection. Like, because after this point, you just either do slime minions or, you know. Yeah, so, you know what? You're gonna get a temporary sign for now. I'll build it off stream. Oh, I don't even have wood, bro. You're gonna get a temporary sign for now. This sign will be moved later to the better spots. I don't even have wood, bro. Oh my god, it's so sad. Yeah, I don't really know what you expected my island to be. This profile is low-key like a month old, so. And if I took time to build a nice island, it would be, well, I'd probably still be level 0, so. I don't remember how to build a sign. There we go. You're gonna get next to Cherry. You can always... You expected a kingdom. What kingdom? Bro, this is a kingdom. I have 13 citizens here. And me. I'll take it. I think in time I'll probably build my island because like usually when I get far enough on profiles, did I just sell that? Wait. What the fuck? Anyways. Usually when I get far enough on profiles, I will usually build an island, but thing is, like, I have too much other stuff to focus on right now. Like, if I were ever to hop offline, I would probably just be fishing more. Just because I really want to get fishing out of the way. Spell iCup? Yeah, that's... Be so for real. Be so for real. It's like some Matter Daddy shit. Like, come on. Yo, what's up, Rain? Slight Rain. Yo, what is this intense ass music, dude? I'm just fucking fishing. Why does it do this? It was popular back in elementary? What do you mean back in elementary, bro? How old are you? Are you in middle school? Dude, my cat kept annoying me during fishing festivals last 30 minutes because of him. Dude, you just gotta let him sit on your lap or something. Or is he, like, viciously attacking you? I look at a garden for some things, wait for the fishing festival later. Yeah. I mean, the thing is with fishing festivals is that, as long as you have your cap at 300, like your fishing speed at 300, like, you don't really need to prep anymore. Obviously, there's, like, some things you can do, like the accessory that gives you more, like, shark teeth. And this armor right here specifically, because it gives you a higher chance of fishing sharks. But outside of that, there's nothing you can prep because fishing festivals are kind of meant to be like early game fishing. They're meant for everybody to participate in. So attacking, yeah, bro's cat is vicious. Aries Lighter, thanks for the follow. I'm from YouTube because you're not reading chat, bro. I put a big fat text saying I don't read YouTube chat. I actually do read YouTube chat, but it's only like every once in a while. I read it like probably yeah. Fishing in Necron. Oh, Ripro caught me. I read it every once in a while, but I prefer to read the Twitch chat. It's just easier because they set up the chats better. Is this your normal profile? Well, this is your profile. Yeah. I mean, thing is like the Iron Man profile. Like at the point where I'm at, bro, I would have to low key, like grind for either a second Terminator, which I really don't want to do, or do like Infernal Kudra, which I also really don't want to do, because again, like on an Iron Man profile, you don't get money from Kudra, you just get like the armor. I'm just like, bro. So imagine having cats. I've to eat my Ethernet cables, die so much better trust. I actually prefer cats because they don't do stuff like that. Like I think I think both are cute, but I would prefer cat because they don't really do anything. They kind of just sit there. Your dog is vicious, dude. I I had a friend who has like 2 big dogs, and all his shoes are all destroyed. Been like 4 times now. There's nothing I can do to stop them. Just have like really, really thick protection on your cables. What level am I at? 168. But on my Iron Man, I'm like 406. So I only started this profile like a month ago. So there really isn't much progress there. And I went on vacation for like a week, so you know. But honestly, like with the way this profile is heading, I'll probably be 400 by the end of this year, like being realistic. Probably less than this year actually. If I play like every day. Fishing level 28. I would probably stop at fishing 30 for the Inferno Rod, but that's the only reason I'd ever stop fishing at this place. And even then, I don't know, because the thing is, I don't actually know the exact level in which, like, Crimson Isles versus this is faster. The thing is, Crimson Isles actually makes money, so that's like that's a concern, but they don't even destroy my shoes or anything like that. They just eat my Ethernet cables. Your dog's kind of funny. I finally reached farming 40. I don't want to farm all mushrooms for Mento though. Oh, are you an Iron Man? Yeah. I mean, here's the thing though. Like, I guess nowadays it's a little harder because they nerfed pest fishing. But prior to like the huge pest nerf, you never actually needed to grind out the materials. Like, you could just set your pest to the one that drops mushrooms, and then you just have enough mushrooms. Like, I don't think I actually ever farmed a mushroom. Like, being fully honest, I actually never farmed a mushroom. I know that it's technically the best for farming XP, but the thing in Iron Man is you low-key never, you low-key are never in need of farming levels. You're always held back by the resources. Pest fishing? Yeah, pest fishing, dude. You know what pest fishing is? It's like when you throw your rod at the vacuum and, you know, pull them out and shit. Pest farming. Yeah, I've lost it. I've actually lost it. Go to fishing 40s Marina? Honestly, I was thinking of hitting 36. Because I think it's actually possible. I could probably go 40, but the thing is I don't play as often as I do because I'm working on a pretty big video soon. So I've been spending most of my time on that, but see, here's the thing, like when I wasn't making as much content, like low-key, I was like progressing in Skyblock way faster, but then you just kind of realize, like, if you want to make real progress in Skyblock, you can't really do anything else. Yeah, what is fucking pest fishing, bro? I need to go to jail for saying that. You can get a 36 easy? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 36 should be pretty solid. Plus, that's kind of when... Because the thing is, like, I don't want to spend most of my time here anyways. Once I get to 36, I can actually fish with my friends in Neptune armor and, like, go for, like, thunders. Get a 40, like, 10 minutes ago, and it was so pain. Yeah. I mean, they gotta work on fishing, bro. Not doing Iron Man, I just don't want to bother for Mento. You're not backing away towards progression. Honestly... Props to you for that, because for me, I have no self-control. Like, I literally had to go on Iron Man to force myself to play like that. Because prior to Iron Man, like, I would just grind for money. And by that, I mean just, like, play dungeons over and over and over and over again. But I get that. 7 more levels, then I can do the same thing for another 50 hours, just more money? Yeah. Oh my god, someone got a mango dye. He's an Iron Man too? Bruh. That's so sad. I'm not gonna lie, if like, when I was Iron Man, I thought about it, and I'd really be really sad if I dropped a die. Just because, like, I don't care for stuff like that. Like, I'm not someone who's a massive completionist in terms of dies. Like, I would always want to sell it, so. Your luck could never, yeah. My luck could low-key never, bruh. Hey, chill. I dropped a Warden Heart on my first T5 rev, when I hit Rev 8, so. What is this? Nessie? What? I might go for that. That was the only time I've ever gotten lucky. I dropped a Warden Heart my first ever Rev 5. I have a clip of it, but I never uploaded it because I got lazy. You can sell an Iron Man for coins, I think. Dies? Can't sell dies. Like, from to NPC? I'm gonna be honest, if the NPC isn't giving me like 50 million coins, I would never sell a die in Iron Man. Because the logic behind it is it's so rare. Like, even though I don't care about it, it's kind of a flex to have one. So, like, and even then, 50 mil coins on Iron Man doesn't take that long. It takes me, like, when I was in my peak farming, bro, 50 mil takes like an hour. Yeah, actually. No. Dude, you're confusing the update. You can only buy dies. Can't sell. What it did, Iron Man W's, what it did was it allowed you to buy cosmetics. Because a lot of Iron Man players were complaining, like, you know, for legacy cosmetics, you couldn't buy them. But now, we can buy them now, but you can't sell it. Because think about it, like, that'd be really unfair, because on Iron Man, right, like, let's just say, for example, you just buy a ton of cosmetics, right, with gems, and just sell them. Like, you would never need to grind for money anymore, which is, like, a pretty pivotal part of Iron Man. And so it skips, like, a lot of the progression. Now, in my opinion, I have no say on that because I don't actually care anymore, but I'd say keep it like that, because I think being able to sell things in Iron Man is kind of defeats the whole purpose. You not sell cookies in Iron Man? No, you can't play. You can't sell cookies either. You can only buy. Dude, if that was true, bro, I'd actually... Dude, if that was true, I would always have one bill bank. Like, being honest, like, as someone who... Look at my gems, bro. I don't think you realize how many gems I have. I have 11.4 thousand gems. And this is... I had that because on Iron Man, like, every time I would buy gems, I'd buy the 100 pack. Because it was the most value, and I knew, like, within the span of a year, I'd probably use all of them. So. But if that were true, I would have sold all my cookies and put it in the one build bank. Actually, I think I'll be honest, I probably will start lava fishing once I get the Inferno Rod. And this is just because of the fact that I realize I can't upgrade it. I'm low-key... Yeah, I'm low-key a good while. Are you only able to buy cookies and not sell Iron Man? Yeah, you're only able to buy the cookies. But the thing is, okay, like, it... the thing is that I don't know if it's really reasonable nowadays because of the fact that cookies are... Like, it's so bad, dude. Cookies nowadays are like 14 mil an hour. And I understand the logic with the Skyblock devs. Like, they had to increase, like, the cost of cookies or whatever just because of, I don't know, inflation or something. But the biggest problem with that is it made Iron Man players, like, who don't have the credit card to literally never have cookies. You know? So, like, that's why I'm saying, like, Iron Man is just such an unfair mode if you don't have money. Like, who is grinding for cookies nowadays? Like, actually. I feel so bad. But that's why you kind of also realize that all Iron Man players tend to be on the older side. Like, old enough to have a credit card. It is just self-torture, yeah. What is this? But to be fair, like, I don't know. I think... That's why I always recommend people to, like, at least reach, like, level 250 first on regular profile. Just so they know what they're getting into. Because I see a lot of players play Iron Man, but I don't think they know what they're getting into. It's like, it's because, like, they haven't played enough the game to realize that there's more than just, like, you know, what's on the surface. If you want dopamine, just do something that gives RNG. I mean, I don't need dopamine. Dopamine comes when I actually finish my skill progression. Thanks for the follow. Mango is lovely. See, it's funny because someone just dropped a mango die. So, this must have summoned you here. Yeah, I was thinking of getting a beacon as well. See, there's so many things that like I just like think about when I like visit people's islands. Like I see stuff, but I just don't copy it either. Yeah, I should probably get that as well. Also, I saw someone mention in the Q&A, like in the Hypixel server, someone mentioned a enchanted book sack, and I thought that was so smart because, dude, I am sick of my inventory getting filled with chests, bro. Can't lie. Bouncy beach ball. 55 mil hunting. What are you hunting right now? Is that a mixture of hunting and fusion? Because I don't know how you get rates that high. Yeah, someone got permabanned. What did bro say? Out of bait soon. Okay. Thanks. It'd be neat, but as far as I know, they're really annoying to make. Make what? The beacon? Beacons don't work the way you're probably thinking. It isn't like an MC beacon. It is like a it's just you only need the beacon part. You don't need like all the stuff under it. I'll tell you, but don't leak it. You'll need hype though. Are you talking about the tentacle monsters in the Crimson Isles? Oh, the enchanted book saga I was referring to. They're enchanted books, CPU IDs or whatever they're called. I don't really know. I think you're overthinking it. See, I assume when designing systems like books, like they would keep it so that they're categorized under like one type of item. So I don't think like each individual book has a specific like unique UUID. He said it out loud. But you need to lock in, get above 45. See, I mean that's not really that niche. Are you in the Hunter Discord? The Hunters, okay, so there's like a huge hunting Discord, and that's like one of the most upvoted. That's like looking one of the most upvoted things on there. The big problem with that one is they don't sell that well, but they make a lot of money, yeah. It's a good idea, but I don't know how possible it is to make. I think see the thing is they revealed like a lot of stuff that they're working on in terms of quality of life stuff for Hypixel, and I don't think it's out of their reach to consider it. The problem is I don't think that they don't care. I think the problem with Hypixel is they have stuff that they want to work on, like that has higher priority. Like being honest, like be so for real. Like if they really wanted to make it, they could, you know. So Insta sells 50, so offers 55, 58. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Holy, wait, that is insane. Insta sell, really? I'll look into that for myself. Someone on my YouTube said, "Do you stream on Twitch?" It's on my it's in the description of the YouTube stream. Yo, you streaming on Twitch right now? Yeah, I don't know, dude. Maybe. There's good odds. There's good odds. The thing about Twitch I like more is that it just feels like it's meant to be for streaming. Like, I don't know. Like, with YouTube integrating streaming along with the actual videos, like, I don't know. I don't like. They need to either implement like a UI that's like used for streaming instead of just like, hey, your favorite YouTuber is also streaming. Like dude, they got like I have a friend who works on YouTube, and like, bro, like, smart dude, but how are these guys not realizing they need to implement a new UI for that? Why does water hydra head sell for so much? I mean, I think it's used in other recipes outside of like just wearing it in like museum. I don't know what specifically, but I remember it's part of some recipe in like the Blaze or Inferno minion stuff. I actually don't remember, but it is kind of important, I think. How much does it sell for? I have no idea. Oh, well, it's kind of inflated actually. It says estimated item value is 1.5, so it just means that someone just bought out all the lower supply. Also, is my fan not facing me? Because why am I so hot? I mean, you'll notice a lot of the times, like, people kind of just buy out all the stuff, and like the prices are kind of inflated. But like for me, I low-key don't care, and that's probably why people are willing to buy it for so high, because like I would rather just pay the extra million than wait. Just because I know I can make the million back faster. Getting silver trophy thing was so frustrating too. Yeah. See, the problem is like I can't say that though, just because like if I do, then all the hardcore fishers will be like, yeah, you're a bum. You're a bum and you're not willing to grind. It's like, dude, I just didn't get lucky. Even on my Iron Man, like I remember I like consciously I tried to go for gold, and I just wasted like genuinely like 5 hours of my life just because I got unlucky. I don't know what the intention was with trophy fishing. Like, was it just meant to be a time sink? Because in terms of progression, you only need bronze. Because the ability is more important than those fucking stats. And even with like, bro, like trophy frogs? I don't know, bro. When you're making your rod real end, you can hold your mouse a little longer and it can recast that you're doing 2 clicks. Oh. I guess I could do that. We'll see. Yeah, but I feel like I have to think more when I do that, bruh. On the DL. It's like faster though. Nah, I like clicking it, bruh, even if it is a little faster. I'm just so used to it. But I see what you mean. You need silver on job is? Oh, that's probably why I went for it. Yeah. Yeah, I think gold and diamond, you're just doing it for the Skyblock EXP, bro. Because there's really no point. Like, actually. I mean, the whole thing wasn't bad. It was obfuscated 1 and 2. But that's what I mean, though. Like, that's the hardest part, is obfuscated 1 and 2. Because to even get to obfuscated 3, dude, you have to fish through so many obfuscated 1s, bro. Genuinely horrible. Diamond gives money, but it's not worth it. Like, I don't think you understand, like what you get out of it is like a stronger accessory line and 10 diamond fish. And for the hours you put into it, bro, it cannot be worth it. Let me see. Why is this guy coming in? Diamond fish. Yeah, so you get 150 mil. Like, it's not worth it. Can this guy not do this, please? Rares ADC. This guy plays League. Rise in the bag, dude. Come on. I honestly just don't like fishing in general. Like, it's boring, but it's on a different level of boring than everything else. I mean, here's the thing though. Like, with fishing, it's a little more attentive when you have like really good stats and a fish in a party. Because I guess statistically, if you have 6 people, which is the max you should ever fish with, by the way, because of loot share logic, but when you have 6 people, right? Like logistically, every few minutes or so, you're probably gonna get like a elusive mob. So you're doing something always, I think, at that point. I think the problem is you're probably either fishing stats are too weak or you're not in a huge party. So you spend a lot of your time just like doing this. But fishing party makes more than 50 million. Yeah. Hardest part about Skyblock is meeting people who will be willing to fish with you. So. I'm being recognized, guys, but he don't actually foe with me. He's not a real one. The thing is, I think with fishing parties, like, I don't, it depends. Because the thing is, again, all the prices are based on, like, bizarre prices. And, it's a little iffy with that. Like, the only way I even find fishing parties with more than, like, 2 people is I get purely out of luck. I walk in the Crimson Isles during, like, a fishing fiesta. But outside of that, dude, I low-key only fish with one of my, like, real friends, like, IRL. Because he's the only one, like, I can message on Discord and just be like, hey, you want to fish? Right? It's hard. Wait, this guy's actually glazing me. Talking about some best guides for everything. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how people should be talking about me. This guy's so... You legit have IRL friends who play Skyblock? It's just one, bro. It's just one. But the problem is he's like... He's in like New York working for like some... like fund or something, bro. Like he is... not available. It's funny because he'll text me at 10 p.m. He's like, you want to play? And then I'll just be like, sorry. I'm kind of tired. Or no, I'll tell him I have to like, I'm working on a Skyblock video. The 2 friends of mine who know Skyblock think I'm insane for playing it? I mean, I guess. What is insane about playing Skyblock? Like the fact that it's hard or the fact that it's Minecraft? Because I think the thing is like I had a lot of friends back in the day who I would talk to and they'd be like, you know, they played Skyblock back like during the Technoblade era, and I don't think anybody dislikes Skyblock. Like the people who don't like Skyblock nowadays are the either modern players or those who have played for a really long time. But like back in the peak days of Skyblock where like everyone was playing it, like I don't think there's a bad thing to say about it like at all. It's just an incredibly fun game. I think nowadays it's gotten a little too complex. But like 6 years ago, dude, this game was like really fun. I had like, it was at a point where like I would meet friends, like new friends, and they'd be like, yeah, I actually have Minecraft, and I'd look and add them, and I could PV them on Skyblock, and they've played before. So I don't think people realize it, but Skyblock was huge back in the day. Nowadays people just don't play it as much because I assume everyone who did play it is now like just getting older. But you know, I've never had anybody hate on me for playing Skyblock. Anyone who plays Skyblock is insane. Yeah, but it's like a nice level of insane, unless you're like actually scary. Then, but like those guys aren't real. Like they only live online. Like you'll like people in real life who say Skyblock are, you know, cool people. But people who are chronically online, like who don't and only play Skyblock and don't talk about anything else, like maybe yeah, a little insane. Hey, first time here. I really like hunting. Want to get into it, but everything nice sucks. Do you have any tips and masters? Love your bits, by the way. Hey, in terms of flex bones, here's the thing. So I'm gonna assume for a fact you're Iron Man because I think flex bones are not too expensive on the bazaar. The only advice I could say to you that actually works is you need to use trophy hunter armor. So like, I don't even have it here, but like a trophy hunter set from the Crimson Isles, and that's actually about it. Yeah. Like in terms of like reasonable methods, because the thing is, right, is like there's some things you can do to increase your treasure chance, but in like a meaningful time, there's no way. So it's either, you know, use what you have and make sure you have the strongest variant of trophy hunter armor you have, and that's about it. Skyblock was quite big in the 2020 and 2022 era of COVID. I mean, it wasn't quite big, it was like massive. Like it was to a point where I could ask people to get on Minecraft who didn't even like Minecraft, but they loved Skyblock. And I am like one of those people. I actually don't like Minecraft that much. I'm a lot bigger fan of Skyblock than I am Minecraft. Why is everyone saying that Blaze Slayer is dead? It kinda is, dude. In terms of money making, I mean, you know, the logic behind it is that it used to make a lot more. It's still a pretty good money making method, but the only issue with Blaze Slayer is that if you want to get into Blaze Slayer, you're probably late game at that point anyways, and there's probably better ways to make money. That's why I say kind of dead, because I don't think people realize, but Blaze Slayer used to make over like 100 mil back in the day. Prices are actually the same though? And like 80 mil an hour? I don't think it's 80 mil an hour. I would say it's closer to like 60. And like I don't think like I'm saying like, okay, so for example, if you are doing Blaze in a relatively good time, right? And you're making like 80 mil for like even best rates 80 mil an hour, right? At that point, just play Kudra, right? Like if you are actually at a point where you need Blaze Slayer, like Kudra is better anyways. So why do Blaze after Blaze 9 when you can just make real money doing Infernal? I just came from normal MC to Skyblock. I think I got bored of normal MC because the progression got old. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you have like the 2-week phase, but I had some friends who really liked Minecraft. Well, not liked, but they were good at it, and they would play and beat the Ender Dragon in like they'd beat the Ender Dragon in like 3 days, and then what is there left? So, you know. And the thing is, like, we're not 8 years old anymore. Like, we know how to progress. So, I guess like the 1300 MP with 2-3 daggers and 10-star burning is all you need. I wouldn't say that's all you need. Like for good boss times, you definitely need more than that. Like that's, I don't know what that setup you refer to is, but on my Iron Man, I have a much better setup than that, and I don't do Blaze as nearly as fast as most people. Because if you're really talking about good Blaze sets, you should look at like some of the more stronger endgame players, because that's not actually that good of a set. Like burning 10-star is pretty ass. I guess I can press fishing after I get Fermento, I'll lock in. Yeah, that's like my exact goals. I can't lie. Like right now, I'm going for fishing to get Neptune armor, and then I need to unlock Fermento soon, so I can actually start farming for money. Because right now I'm just farming for EXP. Farming for EXP, but it just means I'm doing my villagers. Or what is it called? Villagers. Visitors. Kudra needs parties, needs to sweaty ammo. That's why you need like a dedicated Kudra like party group, because like okay, so the way Kudra kind of works is that they kind of base you off like how many like Kudra runs you've done and like how fast you are in your role. And I'm not gonna lie, if you're buns, you're not gonna get into any decent parties. So a lot of the Kudra stuff is like time commitment, bro, and practice. It's not hard, but it's gate kept. That's the worst part about it. Because if you want to get at Kudra, you low-key need a friend who will like sit on a Discord call with you and explain a lot of the stuff. Because even me, like my Kudra guide is not that great because I don't have any friends who do endgame Kudra, so a lot of stuff that I learned was through other people's guides or like Party Finder, and even then it's not that great. Because, I mean, the Kudra guys make more money gatekeeping, bro. So. Yeah, it's good till Blaze 9, then sell daggers go to mine because it's stable, like 300 ping and decent for setup mine. 300 ping? Where is that? Are you like in Asia? Or is that like a deeper part of Europe? I don't know how to check ping here because I'm in the US, but I have something like, I think like 30 or 20. Oh, you are in Asia. Okay, yeah. Because I have a friend who's in Asia and she's like blows up during dungeons. I'm fine with Minecraft. All my friends who play enjoy like 500 plus mod packs. When I play them, they're like, "Yo, why are you eating bread? You should be eating Schrunkleberry. Schrunkleberry smoothies are harvested from the food." That's actually funny. I had a friend who played RL Craft, and it was so funny because he was the only dude who knew what was going on, and we would join, and he'd be like, "Yeah, here's the gear. We're fighting dragons." I'm like, "What?" And then we like enter some like nether realm, bro, and we just instantly blow up and die. It's like I don't think I'm ready for this, bro. So that's pretty funny actually. You mentioned that Strunkleberries harvest from the moon. What are you talking about, bro? I'm dead. I would need Future 77 to teach you proper Kudra. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would literally need Future 77 to teach you Kudra, bro. Because all the dudes who are actually good at Kudra, they don't make videos and they will gatekeep the fuck out of Kudra. Like, they don't care. I never went back to Kudra after finishing collection because of how much strict the playstyle compared to everything else. Yeah, like once you realize, bro, like how serious people take it, it's just not fun anymore. Like some people actually get so pressed, and it'll be for like a basic run too. Like you get into like a fiery run, right? And they're like, bro, what are you doing? And it's like because I mistimed something. It's like I'm sorry, like my bad. So I just didn't bother anymore. I tried asking in game chat because I saw you're in my live, but do you know if corrupted sulfur gives corrupted fragments and sulfur or just sulfur? It gives both. It gives corrupted fragments and sulfur. The thing with that though is that I would look into getting a personal deleter and putting your corrupted fragments in there because what is it? The slime minions you put it in will collect like they'll continue to like output enchanted sulfur if you keep it in there long enough. Even if it is full of corrupted fragments. So that's why it's nice if you want to boost your sulfur collection. It is the only way actually to get like real sulfur progression because you need those minions. But your inventory will fill with those corrupted fragments. So, you know, get a personal deleter and put those. As long as I'm trying to get total universal sulfur. Yeah, it gives both. Like genuinely 130 runs versus 115 runs, they'll flame the chopper. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like people, they'll be like, "Yeah, you all suck, and you need to die," and they'll leave the party, and then it's funny because you'll see them in queue again. Like, it's like, do people not realize that if you just played with us, like you would lose less time than if you looked for a quicker party? It's the same as dungeons too, bro. People get so sweaty, and it's funny. Like people will sometimes in F7 when I played Hella. I go to sleep now, bye. Yeah, I see you. Sometimes when I played F7, dude, I would have like a significantly better F7 PB than people, and they would still diss me. I'm like, why do you like? It's just one run. Like it's like I'm playing with a random. Like I don't know who you are. Like we just didn't coordinate correctly. Like I don't know. Some people gotta chill, bro. But the thing is, like, you realize that the Earth is made out of a lot of interesting people. And like there's some people who just chronically live online and don't talk to people in real life, so they get like really aggressive and have no emotional control. It's like, do you only just yell at people in games? Like how do you not realize it's not that deep? Kuja players, the type of people that get mad at you for not having eaten all 5 people stuff like that. I mean, I don't think I've ever been dissed too hard. They just say I'm shit and leave the party. Um, because the thing is, when I was running Kudra, like I was relatively decent leveled. Like I think after 400 is not so bad, in terms of like Skyblock level. Because then I'll be a level 400 and say I'm like mid game, so I don't get pressed. And they're like, yeah, that's fair. 400, you're mid game, that's fair. So, but and I was Iron Man too, so maybe they didn't press me too hard because I was also Iron Man. But people just care too much, bro. That's why I stick with pest farming, least competitive money making method in my opinion. I mean, yeah, that's how everyone did it though. Like most people who just didn't want to bother with the politics side of Skyblock, you just pest farm, and I mean it's good. I don't. Thing is, I haven't had a max setup since Iron Man and since they changed it, so I don't really know how much money it makes now. But I'm trying to get back into it because I keep seeing people say that it's still pretty good money. It's not as much, but still solid rates. So, oh my god, I don't even get started on F7. I used to have Juju Nanzi mad at me as a hype mage. Like, what are we on? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you also have to kind of realize that the player base probably isn't too old. So it's just kids. Like, to be fair, when I was like 13 or 14, I probably wasn't the nicest guy on the internet, but you know, you kind of like realize in time like how to act and behave. So M7 is much easier to get into than T5 due to having more guides and more players. Yeah, see, M7 is actually kind of nice because of the fact that they have like all the, you know, technicals like covered and stuff. You still have like your weird people who, you know, are really into like cheating and stuff like that. The thing is, I'm not, see, I don't cheat, but like I'm not gonna sit here and diss anyone who does just because like I don't know, I kind of see it. But then there's guys who will cheat and then say your PB is shit, and it's like, what what are you on? And they'll be like, why are you not cheating? This is too slow. I'm not playing with you. But a lot of my friends do play M7, and it seems like it's pretty fun. On Iron Man, I never got to M7. Or, okay, that's not true. I played M7, but I only played a tank role. But, you know, I never got into, like, the technicals, like, with other classes. Because just tank is already simple enough, but... M7 was pretty fun. It's just F7. It's just more filtered out. Because you don't have weaker players in there. But yeah, I basically resulted in best friend 60 mil an hour. Is it still 60 mil an hour? Really? It's still that good? Is that assuming maxed out though with Rose Drag? Because I haven't. The thing is, I haven't farmed Loki in such a long time. And like with real rates, like I think I spawned like 4 pests now, and my fortune is like 1500. Yeah, it's so bad. When it's Harvest Feast, it makes more money, but then before the nerfs, it actually got better over time. Oh, really? Okay. Oh my god, so it's actually better now. That's actually good to hear. The thing is for me is I probably won't get into max level farming for a while, but that's not by choice again. It's just cuz like this profile is too new, so I don't really have anything to work off of, but I'm getting there. But yeah, farming is just such a consistent, and like whenever people ask me like what money making method they do, and like, you know, they talk about hunting and stuff, like I always push them towards farming more, like hunting only for early and then like farming later, because it's so consistent. Like many people just quit Skyblock because they don't have a consistent money making method. Like it's just, yeah. So yeah, I'm so fun stuff when I was first learning I-Force is like stressful. I think the I-Force stuff gets easier once you obviously have all the items for it, and then also have the timer mods. Yeah, it just takes practice. It's just stressful when your it's stressful when your party goes in at like 300, and like if you die, like you're gonna get kicked out. But I used to do some parties where they would be like, we're not going in till like 303, So you could leeway 2 deaths. So because we put less stress on the class that was doing I4. You're hypermaxed, yeah. Mining is great, but requires effort. I actually make money in comparison to farming, so I don't do as much often. Are you in reference to umber mining? Nowadays they are on some meta about umber farming. I don't umber farm, by the way, but I'm just saying, like, I know people do, and it's, I don't actually know if it's good or not. It's like pest farming. Like I was like, no way you guys are actually making that much money. And then I started pest farming. I was like, oh wait, I low-key am making that much money. But I haven't looked into umber mining yet. Seems good though. But again, also hypermax setup with like Devon's drill. I'm not doing all that. Coal mining is still best in slot at like 90 mil hour peak. Holy, 90 mil. That is insane. I didn't realize it was that good. Oof. Any chance to be a Rift guy coming soon? See, here's the thing. Like, if I were to actually ever make a Rift guide, it would be something on, like... Nah, likely not. And here's the problem with the Rift. It's just not casual friendly. Like, I get the logic behind the Rift making a ton of money, or whatever that is, but it's just so hard to tell anybody to get into the Rift. Like, as someone who does like Skyblock, I'm actually not the biggest fan of the Rift. And there's already great guides out there already that like go through like the entire progression. So, I don't know. I mean, it's like, why remake a guide on a part of the game that's likely never gonna change? Need low ping and was using 2 Devon drills. Oh, is that it? Second drill is not necessary though, just for blue cheese, but it is for umber and jasper hybrid. Yeah. Especially when like a farming setup just costs way less. No. Okay, yeah, it is actually way less. And it's easier too, because it isn't as active. Like with mining, you kind of have to pay attention to like the specific spots you break, or at least for gemstone mining, like, you know, pay attention to abilities or whatever. Whereas like in farming, all you have to pay attention to is your pest cooldown. I've put off Rift completely on my Iron Man because it seems too complicated. It's like one of those things that once you actually jump into it, like, it's not that bad. The only annoying part is probably the early game when you just like keep getting sent back to the hub because of that time thing, but it's actually not that bad. I personally thought the Rift was pretty fun. It's like a, you know, breath of fresh air, but I can see why people don't like it. Most people just don't like trying new things. Like, I get that. So. You sub with Prime. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. It's funny because, like, I think my followers to sub ratio is pretty good. I have like 6 subs, I think. If you're super lazy, you can do R-Drag and Ramadana and full Mossy, and you don't have to worry about armor swapping anymore. Is the logic behind that because they made the nerf drops, the drops for pests worse? Is that why? Who's asking that question? Yep, Overbloom. I see. Also, first... Oh, you got Diamond Reality Hopper. That's fire. That's like the rarest one, right? I haven't looked into the actual trophy fishing stuff yet. There was like a YouTuber in my comment section that asked me to redo my guide because of the trophy fishing stuff. Because I have a pretty decent trophy fishing guide, but it isn't covering froggles and stuff like that. And I do need to plan to do that soon, actually. But we'll see. Choco Kit Kat. What are you planning to do at year 500? If you're still watching, year 500 is just it's just good for EXP, right? Probably just anything actually, anything outside of mining and farming. IMO exploding is probably worse, but I got lucky with that one. See, I can't LARP and relay because I don't know anything about the trophy fishing stuff. Or not trophy fishing, trophy frog. Whatever that is, bro. That's the one with the lily pads though, right? I think. How am I... Yo. How far am I? I started the stream at 28. Still at 28. God, bro. This is so sad. Yep, okay, yeah. Just making sure. Like I said, let me change one small thing. Make this larger. And then let me edit this text here, because I don't think people are able to see this. Okay, now this is as good as it's gonna get. Okay. This is how I get my YouTube audience to move over. I'm telling you, man, I finished like 2 arcs of One Piece and I didn't get max fishing level to Marina last time. Like, bro, they just gotta revamp it. It's not good. It's funny though, cause I think people have been telling others like, hey, like we need to work on fishing, and like yeah, Lotus Atoll is nice, but I think they worked so hard on implementing new features than rather just revamping old ones. Like the only change they made was fishing speed, but nobody fishes for levels in the bayou anyways. Like it was like if you look deeply into the actual update they made for fishing, it is purely an Iron Man type of update. I didn't really see my Twitch till I opened up on YouTube and saw that. Yeah. So I'm putting this text massive now. Cause one of my friends, he's like, I saw you on YouTube. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, he was like, why didn't you respond to my messages? And I'm like, there was a big sign saying I read only Twitch. And he's like, I didn't see that. So low-key, I'm gonna just keep it big and fat like that. IMO at least for high level fish nader and just EP slot. Yeah, it's sad because it's like that for like low-key a big majority. Even when you're fishing the Crimson Isles, like prior to Jobus, dude, it low-key is still pretty boring. Like prior to Jobus and what is it called? The one that has like a lot of segments. It's also pretty unfortunate that the way that Skyblock like does its early game quests is that it actually asks people to enter fishing first, which it's I would say arguably it's probably the worst skill from early to mid out of all the skills. It is terrible. Like, explain to me why this is the majority of my fishing career. Also, I just saw something got absolutely blown up. What does he say? Talk to Fishwoman Ened. Yeah, like, why is that the first thing that they recommend? I don't get it. What is the logic behind that? I don't know. Out of all the quests they could have done, bro, that one. Whatever. It doesn't bother me, but you know, it really does kind of explain why Skyblock needs so many guides. Just because nothing is apparent. It's just the progression path is just really bad. I'm trying to think of the only skill that I think that has been done well. Maybe mining. Maybe. But even then, to be optimal, you don't follow their progression. You follow mine. Foraging is really good as a skill? Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay. Actually, I think foraging in terms of like linear progression is probably the best. Because I think that it's the most recent like a skill that they've, I guess, revamped fully. Like, cause prior to that, you know, foraging was terrible. But yeah, they have made foraging a lot better. But that's just because you don't really unlock anything. Like, if you actually think about it, you don't need to like work towards unlocking a new skill or island. Like, in terms of the Heart of the Forest, you don't need like all of it. You could just forge without it, honestly. You only get to foraging 6 for the hunting wisdom, which again is a skill completely outside of foraging anyways, so. But I think that's also an interesting topic too, because it's low-key hella boring. Like, from my perspective, when I grinded to Heart of the Forest 6, it is hella boring. Lock and fishing making me hate this skill. Are you doing it for money? I mean, you don't have to do it for money. You could just not fish. I think you'd have more fun in the Crimson Isles, being honest. Not that you have to, but like, I think the moment I reached fishing 30, I just could not bear to sit in this corner again. So, equip fishing armor, bro. Stop. I'm like, the thing is, I was up pretty late yesterday because I was I forget what I was doing actually. I think I was playing CS:GO. I think. Bro, I'm on Iman. I'm trying to get the flying fish pet. Oh my god, I know exactly what you're talking about. Dude, I swear the EMP is bugged. Okay. I can confirm to you though, it does drop the flying fish pet, but I don't think the rates are real. I think I spent, in like all honesty, I think 16 hours getting that pet. I don't know if I was just really unlucky, but it took me 2 full days of fishing. You killed 57 of them, no drop? Yeah. I was the exact same. I killed 16 hours worth of EMPs to get the pet. I was like, bro, are we for real right now? It was like insane. It's just like one of the things about Iron Man that I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. It says 4, 2, and 1. Yeah, I don't think it's 4, 2, 1. I will say you have to be really careful with rates like that because, like, it's been a known thing that like Skyblock devs just sometimes don't accurately code in the rates. A lot of fishing mobs have incorrect drop rates, unfortunately. Yeah, like, if you've played this game long enough, you actually end up realizing that a lot of the rates that they say for the fishing mobs just aren't accurate. Because they make so many changes, and like logically, well, obviously it's not reasonable to expect errors, but it happens, and it happens more than you think with fishing specifically. I don't know what's up with fishing drops, but something goes on, and the number's always wrong, and it's so frustrating because the only way you'll know is if you test it, right? Because again, like, you know, the Hypixel devs, they can put whatever they want on the wiki, but at the end of the day, if it's coded wrong, you'll never actually know until you do it yourself. So, like I said, I can confirm that it does exist. Like, you can get them. It's just really rare. Because you can PV my Iron Man account, and I have a flying fish. I definitely noticed it with the 10% chance for a tooth drop. And you... Yo, bro. This guy got fucking banned. 16 messages were deleted by a moderator. Yo, free my mans, bro. Got timed out for 600 seconds. Why fight my bot, bro? I'll fix it later. Just don't fight it for now. Also, dude, if you've killed 200... Okay, here's the thing. Is it 219, like, kills that you fished up? Or is that loot share kills? Because that's different. Loot share, you divide that by, I think, like 20? Well, though, 4 drops is actually terrible. My luck is not the same as yours for that one. I think I got I think, like, being actually honest with you, I got a tooth probably 1 every 3 I killed. Like, being actually so for real. Every 3 great right trucks I killed, I got a tooth. Yeah, that's what I assumed you typed in. I assumed you typed in change your fishing armor and you got permabanned. 60 seconds? That's 10 minutes? Yeah. That is brutal. I don't know what connects my Nightbot though. Like, I need to look into that because my Nightbot is connected into some account that I don't know how to access. I'll look into that after stream. Just for right now, I just can't do anything about that. Yeah, your Great White Shark luck is actually really bad. But to be fair, like, it is what it is. Fishing festival last night, I fished up 19 great whites without a tooth. Did they change their rates? I swear it's always been 10, right? Because that is really bad. Where's this guy hiding? I'm going to collect these because I need to do, like, I guess it's better to collect them daily. Yeah. Why do I have an alarm popping? Looting is hard carry for that kind of stuff? Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention I have looting 5. I probably should have mentioned that. Usually 1 3 per teeth. Yeah, that's about the rate that I got. It's about 1 in 3. I have looting 5 on my looting 5 on my Kime blade. Whatever it's called now. The only ever good enchant that I ever got, like, out of the experimentation table was looting 5. I've never gotten a T7. I only ever got looting 5, which, to be fair, I was really happy about. Because in my opinion, I think T5 is probably the most useful one, but or looting 5 is probably the useful one, but it would have been cool to get something like Power 7. But in the grand scheme of things, I probably think looting 5 is probably the most important. I'm at looting 4 only. I mean, to be fair, the difference in looting 4 and looting 5 isn't, I wouldn't say it's substantial, but it isn't, like, it's not that deep. I would say you should still be getting better rates than 4 drops with 219 kills. I used to swap it to Greg and Dave, but it's not worth for the slight pet drop increase. In reference to the Loch Ness Emp, I don't think that works for... See, here's the thing. Like, Magic Find only applies if you do the drop rate times looting, and then the percentage of that, it has to be less than 5%. So, let's say, for example, you have looting 5, and you have a 4% chance of getting the pet. It would multiply 4 by 1.6, which is higher than 5. So then you would not get Magic Find for the 4% drop. So you would only get it for the 2% and the 1% variance. Like for me, I was really struggling to get a Yeti pet because the Yeti pet drop back in the day, like if you multiplied it by looting, would be higher than 5%. So I never got my Magic Find applied to that. Which is also why I never ended up getting a Yeti pet. Which kind of sucks, I guess, but... Again, I don't really pay Iron Man, so I don't care. Meant for great whites. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. Oh, for the megalodon? Yeah, yeah. I'm out of fish bait? Wow. I'm not. Actual lies. Oh. Hella wealth. Need to do more Jerry events? In reference to just getting the Jerry talisman? I mean, you don't have to. In my Iron Man, I only ever got to the blue. 13 M kills in the last hour, no drops. 4th day going at it. That's rough, man. To be fair, when I did say, like, when I mentioned 2 days, I meant like 2 days, like nonstop. It was it was from Saturday to Sunday, and I spent 8 hours. The only break I took was to eat and go to the gym. Don't know when that was. It was just one weekend. I was like, I'm tired of not fishing. But yeah. Also, make sure you're in an area where you can you don't have to constantly kill. Like I was standing at a spot. Are you doing it? You might not be doing it in the spot that I was doing it. I was doing it in the cave. The dragon cave. It's depressing? Yeah, it was pretty depressing. I was absolute chud. How am I still so far from fishing 29, bro? At this point, I'm actually gonna do like 1 level a day, bro. I'm in the cave below you. Oh, you are? I'll bet. So, the one with the, wait, is there even water down there? I can join if you want me to kill. Oh, this one. Where do you stand, though? Because what I was doing is I was standing in a spot like this, for example. Right? I was standing up here, and I would fish so I could, like, gather a bunch of them down here. Oh my god, I also realized that you probably are fishing during the worst era possible, because back when I was fishing, the sea creature cap wasn't 10. It was like 30. Wow, yeah, you are fishing in the worst era of Iron Man. I'm sorry. Whoever made it like that, by the way, whoever thought that adding the 10 sea creature cap was a good idea needs to like blow up. Fear 5 versus you, who is more cute? Definitely Fear 5. That is like my idol. Dude, I was waiting for him to do this talent show today, but he was gonna do it tomorrow. I was like, bruh. I'd prefer to watch that because it looked fun. I was in his Discord. I didn't join the talent show obviously because I have no talents, but I wanted to see what people were gonna do. But then someone like DDoSed him or something, and I guess he just wasn't able to do it. Hey, buddy. Who is this guy? So it's whatever. But he says he's gonna do it tomorrow, so likely tomorrow's stream is gonna be watching that. Oh. Looks fun. I saw before he did the talent show, there was like 30 people in that call waiting to be dragged in. So, I was pretty excited. But then he said he's gonna do Kudra, and I was like, bruh. Like, I don't care about Kudra, bro. And then I saw ZJ2 make a TikTok about, like, the debt or something. I don't know. He makes 44 an hour with Kudra? Is it that low? I thought it'd be more than that. Unless he's just really slow. Okay, after this stream, I probably... It's what Harry's a newbie booby. Hey man, he's just learning. Also, he needs to do Kudra anyways, bro. Regardless if he's poop or not, he has to repay his debt, bro. He borrowed a bill for a term. I put the chords to the queue. I'm fishing in chat. In chat in game. Wait, are you in my lobby? Oh my god, this is you. I didn't even realize that was you, bro. My goat. The reason I like the dragon one though, like the dragon cave, is because what is it? Is that no one really gets into that spot. Like there are some people who fish in the Jade Dragon spot, but usually when I would go, there's nobody there. Your Twitch name is Crazy Rich Jew Boy. Bro's tough or something. Bro's like hella wealthy. He gets it through insider trading. I like that. I made it years ago and only changed it for some reason. So like you knew the meta before it was popular. Have you seen the texture pack? Oh my god, yes. Dude, I saw. It looks fucking terrible. I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. I know that they said they were going to enforce the texture pack, but I don't remember if they were gonna talk about wait. I don't know if they were gonna talk about how you were allowed to use like some overlays on top of it. Like I don't know if it's the only thing you're allowed to use. Again, I might just be speaking out of my ass, but there was something about it because it got a lot of hate because they were like, "This is ugly as shit." Again, I didn't see all the assets, but it didn't look amazing. I saw like a Dungeons clip from somewhere, maybe on TikTok. Dark Claymore looks like a Christmas tree. Well, good thing I don't have a Dark Claymore. First guy's way better in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, you know, the you have to separate the pack from the dude because like I'm pretty sure the dude who made First Guy like Diddle's kids or something. I don't remember. Someone told me like there was some allegation going on over there. Can you use that Heart of the Forest perk that increases combat stats to switch in combat armor? Huh? Yeah, but I don't want to. It keeps the thing is with the armor, it keeps me like attentive. You caught the Lock Emperor, another one without a drop. I mainly turned off their texture pack. I just used Faithful. Wait, is it already enforced? Wait, what? Is it this? It better not be that. Not touching that shit. First Guy's creator is a Deathstreak's blood. I actually don't know what Deathstreaks did. I saw the Fear 5S video about him talking about how he's worse than Deathstreaks. And then all the comments were like, gang, you don't know what he did, so. There's some lore behind it. I don't actually remember. Not that I care though, but I'm pretty sure he got canceled. I don't know what's up with the Skyblock community and just being really weird to little kids or girls, but like, I don't know. Some people just live online. It's not that deep. Yeah, for some reason, every time I launch it, auto turns on. I have to switch back. That's the issue I had today as well. Also, what is this guy doing? I had the same issue when I launched on today. I was wondering why my game looked like absolute poop. I guess they're just... Maybe that's a glitch. I don't think that should be intended. Why is this guy doing this? Please. Deathstreak sent his pictures of his magical power to little girls. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's like, instead of accessory bag, it was like... Oh, rip. Skyblock, not just... Minecraft, not just Skyblock. Oh. Wild way to say it. Hey, you know, I like the way because it's kid-friendly. And we can all relate to magical power, right? Because some of us have a lot of magical power, and some of us don't have as much, so... It works. I think it's terminated as recommed or not. So, probably. Bro, Def had max term. I don't know what that guy was doing. I remember even before he was like diddling kids or whatever, like he got allegations for just being a horrible dude. So, like, I don't know. I mean, what do you expect? Like someone who just plays Skyblock all day and only cares about net worth. Like, you know, all the signs were there. Also, how do you unlock pet roles? Like, say you auto-equip Guardian when doing the experience table. Pet roles is an item. If you go into the auction house, it's an item. It's kind of expensive here, but you can click, you can buy this and click it, and then go into pets, and it opens up this menu here. I think you have this unlocked by default, but you can't make any rules. What's the thing with recom terms? Is the upgrade that good or something? I mean, like in reference to the stat changes, the only thing that the recoms change is reforge stats. You don't get anything else out of reforge. Oh, wait, yeah, no, it's reforge because you can't put any gemstones on a Terminator. I'm like fairly certain. Also, it just looks nicer. Like, why would you want to have a legendary item when you can have it mythic? So. Okay, so yeah, I'm on Iron Man. Can't do H. It's in the bit store. For 26,000 bits. I think on my Iron Man account, I have 2 auto pet rolls. You don't really ever need more than 6 though. 21k? It's 21k? I don't know. Yeah, I think 21k. I'm a little dazed right now from fishing too hard. Expensive, like 20k, I think. Yeah, it's a lot of bits. It's worth it though, because the thing is, like, in terms of like okay, like being honest, if you're Iron Man, you actually really need them because like obviously what I'm doing right now is like quality of life, like switching to squid or whatever. But like for farming, which is like Iron Man's best way to make money, you need auto pet rolls. There's no other way. Because if you can't do rod swaps, you're just wasting a lot of money. Reforges come stronger the higher item is, yeah. One message was deleted by it. What did you say? You said, "God damn." I can't lie. I can't be ass swapping my auto pet roll, so I got 18 right now. You know, 18 is a little OD, but if you got the money, why not? I guess. But good news with loadouts, you don't need wardrobe pet rolls anymore, so I save a few. With loadouts, are you talking about the update for that they leaked about in the Q&A? It's called loadouts. The thing about that is I don't know when that's coming out though. I made a TikTok about it, talking about how, like, props to Hypixel for considering like a really advanced wardrobe thing, but you know, like they didn't really say an ETA, so I don't know if that really matters. Brother, I can barely make 1 million. I'm in the very early game of Iron Man around level 40 or something. What's your IGN? Because the thing is, if you're asking about auto pet roll, I'm a little worried you are rushing into Iron Man a little early. I wouldn't recommend playing Iron Man until you have a pretty solid grasp of at least every concept in the game. $21k isn't much to do farming. Alpha stuff, greenhouses, make your money on Iron Man. Yeah, it is pretty good. I keep it simple and I only do Wither Bloom, but you can do more than that. The thing is, as Iron Man, the only thing I used the greenhouse for was unlocking the sundial, just because I couldn't be bothered. But Wither Bloom is nice because you don't have to. Wither Bloom is nice because you don't have to actually water your plants because they only uses dead plants for your mutations. Alpha stuff, yeah. No idea how greenhouse works though. They removed the cooldown too, so boost my farming rates by another 0.5 more farming. Oh, get the carpenter on your garden as visitor once you can rescue the greenhouse. Yeah, that unlocks that garden level 7 though. Don't make the same mistake I did jumping straight into Iron Man. I just now made a non-Iron Man to enjoy the game without the grind. IGN top Tadoras. Okay, let me see. EV top Tadoras. I'm about to scout your actual profile. Are we fucking kidding me? Are we kidding me? Wait, you literally just got like Skyblock like a few months ago. And you got dragon armor and then you started playing iron. Oh my god, props to you, bro. You're the GOAT. Holy shit. I mean, dude, if I'm just saying, like, I would recommend you play regular because you'll probably enjoy the game more. I have a lot of guides for Iron Man stuff because I was Iron Man, like a high level Iron Man, but I mean, dude, it's a lot. Like, I liked it because I'm kind of a loser and I don't have any friends, but if you like have a life, you might not be able to handle it because it is really a lot. There's a tutorial on how to use it when you get it. Ball right. This guy talking about ball right. Wrong game, bro. Come on. Trust me, don't play Iron Man. Yeah, it's just hard to recommend because it's just too much. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say because, again, I haven't touched early game Iron Man in a while, and it's been a year, and they've made some quality of life updates, but not enough to justify anyone new playing the game to go into Iron Man. Because being honest, dude, if you actually like stick with it, you're probably not gonna play for more than a month. What's up, Lee? Is there any point in progressing through Gemstone Drill or Ottoman, or should I skip to Titanium Drill line? Yeah, skip to Titanium. The reason is because that, like, by the time that you even get access to anything better than the Gemstone Drill, you would have it. You would do better putting your resources into Titanium, because the thing is like yeah, the powder is nice or whatever, but like the value in having a 655 prior to entering the Glaciate tunnels is like insane. Like, even Iron Man now, like, I have always minded my 655, so, and it's pretty good too. Like, there's no really need to push any farther. I made a Topaz Drill on Iron Man and stop there to get to Titanium Drill. Not worth upgrading it further. Yeah, it's not. Although, I think Topaz is actually max. Brother, you know why I have the oldest account 3 months ago? Because I had the old accounts, but I didn't want to get back to the game with my old account already played, so I made new ones. Is that in reference to you deleting your old one? Wait, did you delete your profile, or did you make a new Minecraft account? Because, like, for example, I have... Oh my... Wrong button. Huh? This. I have this account, which is 6 years old, and then this one, which is a month old, so... Like, you can keep your old accounts. It doesn't do you any harm. Sexy ass warp menu? No, that shit almost blew up my ears. Topaz 1 tier from max. Oh, Jasper's maxed out. Oops. I forgot. See, it's funny, I just never went for it. I actually have no idea what it's called. I've only ever bought it. What do I have right now then? Oh, I have the Jasper drill. Yeah, what am I saying? Think you got it? Yeah. Bro. Why? Whatever. New Minecraft account, Microsoft fucked me up. Is that in reference to the migration thing that they did a few years back? Or you just got cucked out of your, like, Outlook account? Is this the last one I need to get to fishing 26? Oh my god. Oh my god. I think it's actually time for me to like put the fries in the bag today. Oh, that took so long. Alright, bro. Fishing 29. Dude. Level 160. 69. I don't want to fish anymore. Do some garden stuff before I get off. Yeah, it's 5:30. I don't want to stream too long because I have to work on my next video. Because that's like a huge thing I'm working on right now. It's not like super massive, but it takes a while. Usually what I do in the garden is I don't farm as much nowadays. I'm just trying to get like levels. So what I do is I just collect this because it's more XP. Yes, migration fucked my account. I tried to migrate it yet. It didn't work. Dude, that must mean that you haven't played for like... It must have been like years. Because migration started way back in like 20... I don't even remember, bro. And they gave like a good amount of time to come back. So, I mean, I get it. Life happens, but it must have been so long since you played Minecraft. Migration was 2020, 2023. Yeah, we got a fucking timeline here. You guys are genius. Yeah, they gave you 3 years. And I remember this because I had a lot of friends who bought Minecraft like back in elementary school and just never touched it again. And like back when COVID hit. So that's not a visitor. Back when migration hit, a lot of them like forgot to migrate and then their account blew up. To be fair, it's not that much money for a new account. It's just more like inconvenient. Where's my vacuum? I'm a visitor, bro. Yeah, this visitor looks weird. He wants your 1,224 diamond blocks. Is this some ball knowledge that I don't understand, bro? What is 1,024 diamond blocks? Yeah, because I have to eat some food before I go to the gym today. I have not had enough carbs. What is this tough ass song? Why can't all the songs that play on my Spotify be like this? Yeah, I know. I was playing during the time, but I tried to migrate my Microsoft account. Doesn't exist. Wrong password. I literally had it written down. I mean, to be fair, it's not always your fault. Like, Microsoft has always been notoriously difficult to figure stuff out. Like, they have like really bad customer support, and even through like their emails, because I have emails through Microsoft because of school stuff. It's just always a hassle to get through it. So I wouldn't say it's completely your fault. It's just, you know, their distributed systems are terrible. Even my friend tried to help me, but in the end we didn't get it. Yeah. I mean, you know, at least you're old enough to just outright buy Minecraft. But I feel like as a kid, like if you're a lot younger, it's probably devastating because then you gotta tell your parents like why you have to rebuy Minecraft. So. Play Dark Souls on stream. It's the method for views trust. Yeah. What is this actual LARP, dude? Beer 5S LARP. Dude, I don't even like Dark Souls. I actually like Elden Ring a lot more. Just because I've had friends who played Elden Ring compared to people who played Dark Souls that I know, which is 0. Use your compressor, bro. Trust. Does it make money? My compressor is base, by the way. It's like base level. There's legit nothing invested in it. Even my friend tried to. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Use your LARP souls. LARP souls. What build are you on Elden Ring? I mean, kind of just play through all of it. Summoner is kind of nice. Even though it's kind of like shameful. Have you ever played Sekiro? No, I haven't. I know I'm Asian and I look like I'd probably play Sekiro, but I saw like some stuff on YouTube, but no, I've never played it. I mean, to be fair, I just don't care enough. Like, if I only play games, like, being fully honest, with friends. Skyblock is the only exception because it's like my like guilty, shameful pleasure, but Sekiro is like the Metal Gear Rising of the game. Money wasn't the problem. My father's giving me money for helping him work since he works as a gardener, but God, was I mad at Microsoft. Yeah. Microsoft's evil. If you are looking into the S&P 500, please do not touch Microsoft. That company is actually a shithole. So I can say this because Amazon owns Twitch, so. I've never played either game, but I tried them, but aren't they both like $80? Well, you don't have to pay for it. I'm not promoting anything, but there's always easier ways. Right, I'm out. Just finished the 4 fishing test. Need a break, lol. Yeah, I'm about to end stream too because I have to go to the gym soon. But I appreciate all you guys showing up, making me a little less bored when I'm fishing. God, that fishing is terrible. What did I buy? Oh. It's midnight right now for me. What time zone are you in? 7 hours. You have to be in like Asia as well, right? Is that Asia, or is that like a weird part of Europe? GMT +1. I don't even know what that is. I only know like American times, so it'd be like EST for me. Western Europe. Fries in the bag, dog. It's also 12:45 a.m. for you guys. Damn. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything because I probably stay up way later than that. But dude, some guy in my what is this comment in my my YouTube chat? Some guy says, "With your name, you could low-key be mistaken for Ascent PvP." You know how many times I post TikToks and people tell me, "Oh my God, is this Ascent PvP?" Like, no. Ascent PvP is a white guy. And like whatever allegations. W stream first time here and I like the energy. It's also midnight for me. Yo, is there like a huge like European demographic for Skyblock? That's actually pretty funny. I didn't realize that. I would assume it'd be a lot more Americans. Okay. Actually, you go now. I said, see, guys, I joined stream late today because majority's EU now. Really? Yeah. I joined stream late because I went out with my dad earlier. Usually I stream like I try to stream like around 1 to 4. But today I went out today, so I got home late. So I started streaming like 4. So I decided to do it longer than normal, but oh, I'm so tired. A lot of Russians in the Crimson Isles. I would say I do see a lot of EU, but I just never. Wait, yo, my chat's too fat. I can't even read anything, dude. Where's E at least endgame? Talk to Germans. I'm telling you, bro, I didn't know who Ascent PvP was, and then CJ2 was trash talking. I was like, wait, what did you do? What did you do? You talking about me? I left a comment on his post. I said I didn't do that, and then I got like I got a lot of likes for it, bro. I got a ton of likes. They were like that's pretty funny. But yeah, no, I'm not a cent PvP. There's always Germans every time I get door mines. I can't escape them. Wait till you see 2 Russians. I play CS. I'm used to them. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like okay, so I play a lot of CS. And I'm not, my ranking isn't that high. I'm probably like 1500 peak. But I've never seen like that many Russians, being honest. Maybe it needs to be like in higher elo, but like anything under 15k premier, like I haven't seen anybody who is Russian. It's all American people. All American people, and they call me slurs in the N-word. So it's like, bro, like why am I playing CSGO and getting shit on? Yeah, I have a lot more friends who play FPS than Skyblock, so. I played CSGO, but I haven't touched the game since it came CS2. Bro, CS2 is so trash compared to CSGO, like, actually. Be grateful I queued them, like, every game, I swear to God. Bro, I don't know what... I think... Wait, that's probably because you're in Europe. They probably just